Okay. Okay, we're recording. Okay, hi then Michelle. Hi
Hey.
everyone. We're it's a Michelle and Alana with Coffee with Alana and Michelle, building your business and getting healthy at the same time. And so excuse me, I have a cold, a terrible cold. And so I'm a little horsey, and my mind's not working really well right now. So, but Michelle has some great content she's going to share with you today, and I think it was a webinar she did the other day. So it's yeah, it's going to be very interesting. I'm looking forward to it. So to tell you a little bit about myself, I'm a single mama with two boys, and I have one at home sick right now, and so hoping he's fairly quiet. And I've been an entrepreneur for 10 years online, and self-employed for 20 years. Oh, 20 years. Oh, I owned an art gallery and various businesses, online, offline, brick and mortar. So I have the experience. And what we're passionate about is being able to share our experience, we've struggled for I don't know, I guess 40 years to all total.
Mhm.
Between us. What we've had to learn through building our business, how we've taken countless courses, we've done webinars, training, and we just want to pass it on to you and be able to cut through the BS and the red tape and get your business off the ground a lot quicker than we ever did. Because I don't know about you, Michelle, but I struggled for many years, and it's just in the last year I've really noticed a lot that I've made an income from my online business. So it's a great feeling, but it was a struggle. So I'm going to pass this on to Michelle, and we'll talk to you soon.
Hey. Yes. Oh, struggle. I have the same kind of background. I'm an online business coach and blogging expert, but I wasn't always that. I started 20 years ago in network marketing, and I didn't have the support. I didn't have the training. I didn't have the team that helped me through or taught me anything. So I struggled too. I struggled for 18 plus years. And I've been self-employed all that time too. I have a transcription business I do as well. But yeah, it wasn't until the last couple of years when everything started to fall into place, and we finally started following the leaders and getting the insights from them, the training, what they're doing. And these are the leaders who will actually tell you everything they're doing. They're not holding anything back. And that's awesome, because you don't find that very often. So that's how we finally were able to kickstart our business and really give it the fuel that it needed to explode. So we wanted to pass that along to you. And what I want to talk about today are 12 qualities of highly successful people. Now, I assume that you want to be successful too, right? And so I'm going to share those qualities with you. You probably have every one of them, okay? But sometimes we need to develop them. We need to develop the belief. We need to develop the attitude we need. We need to develop these qualities if we don't already have them developed. And you may find that you do have some, and some need to be developed, or some you may even find you don't have it all. And if any you need help with any of this stuff, Alana and I are here for you to help you and teach you and help you grow. Are you muted? Were you talking to me? Oh, okay. Okay. So if you are not applying these qualities to your business, you want to start applying them now. And I wrote a blog post on it, so I'm going to be reading some of this from the blog post. If you see me looking away, that's why. There's just so much to remember. I couldn't remember it all. So anyway, okay, so the first one is understand your why. You know, highly successful people know what they want. All right. They have a deep understanding of their why. And so you need to have a deep understanding of your why. And I've even been reading lately, people are calling it their mission. Okay. They don't like the why. Everybody says, find your why, find the why that makes you cry. Okay. And that's true. But a lot of people shy away from that. So find your mission. What do you have a passion for that you want to do? And use that to fuel and pull you forward. Okay. So, you know, if you don't have a mission or a why, the reason why you were in business in the first place, then eventually you are going to come up against challenges and you're going to start taking your foot off the gas and you're going to slow down and the car will stop and end at failure, population 1,000,000,001. Okay. I mean, seriously, how many people have done that because they just don't have that passion. They don't have that why, the mission as to why they're doing it. And so they lose their focus. And that's what can happen if you don't keep that passion, that mission, that why in front of you. Okay. And entrepreneurship is like a roller coaster. All right. There are ups and downs and twists and turns everywhere. And so if you don't have your why in front of you, wherever you are, that you can see it, feel it every day, it makes it so easy to quit. Okay. So part of what we talk about, and I think we talked about last week, is visualization. You know, you need to be able to see yourself achieving that goal, dream, why, mission. You need to sit and see the bank account numbers. You need to see the car, the clothes, whatever you want, whatever it is. Mine, I want to be on a lake in the mountains. And I have to see myself sitting there in that boat, feeling the breeze, hearing the waves, smelling the water, you know, all that stuff. Okay. And so visualization helps keep that in front of you. It helps keep you, you know, in front of your mind. Number 2 is attitude. Okay. Now, highly successful people have the I don't care what anybody else thinks attitude. And that's the kind of attitude that you need to develop. Okay. So if you have big dreams, you know, you're going to come up against resistance from family and from friends, and they're going to start telling you you're crazy, or you'll never achieve this, or you're never going to be successful. People like you never are, or it's too big of a goal, or even you are obsessed. Okay. And guess what? You know, what they think should not stop you from achieving your dreams, period. All right. We all grow up with limiting beliefs put on us by family, by friends, by society, okay, of what is acceptable and what is not acceptable. And so that belief in building a business, you know, they have that belief. It's not for everyone. Okay. It's too difficult to achieve. People like us don't do that. All right. And so, you know, it still amazes me that this is still our beliefs, especially today in today's society with so many people out of work. And this is the only option they have to bring income into their family until they can find that other job, or even to be free completely. And I believe that the millennial generation is going to change all of that. Because if you think about it, if you look at them, if you watch them, if you listen to them, they do not want to be told what they can do, when they can do it, or why they have to do it. All right. They want to do things on their own terms. And so that is the attitude you need to have as an entrepreneur, right? They don't care what anybody else around them says. They don't care if their family is telling them they're crazy. All right. They've got that dream. They don't want to have somebody's thumb on top of them. They want to live that freedom And so when they get a little bit older, I believe they're going to completely change what's acceptable in society. But until then, right now, we still have the old limiting beliefs from everybody. And so we need to develop that I don't care what anybody else thinks attitude. It's extremely important. Number 3 is commitment. You know, highly successful people have the no matter what, I'm going to do this commitment. All right. No matter what, I am not quitting. It doesn't matter if I have to do this alone. I am not quitting. I can't live like this anymore. You know, I'm going to succeed no matter what gets thrown into my path. All right. Unfortunately, so many people come into our industry and they say, well, I'm going to try it, or I'm going to give it a shot. And they never make it. They never make it. Why? Because they don't have that attitude. They don't have that commitment, right? They're holding back either because a lack of trust or a lack of confidence in themselves. So I'm going to do this no matter what. I don't care what happens. I'm not stopping are the people who become highly successful. And it's going to take persistence, and it's going to take consistency and patience. So you have to be determined. You have to make it very clear to yourself and everyone else around you. And when you start hearing you're obsessed, you need to take a day off, or you need to take a vacation, that's awesome. Because that means that you are focused on your dream, focused on your goal, focused on your business. All right. And so a lot of us, we develop that mentality, the start and stop mentality. And the problem with that is that we have that job mentality, right? We go to work Monday through Friday, and we have Saturday and Sunday off. So we think that's how we can run our business as well. And unfortunately, that's not the case, because you will lose whatever momentum you've built up if you even take a couple of days off until your business can run itself. Okay. And that's going to take a while. It's going to take you developing these qualities and working and being focused to build a business that runs itself. And then you can take the time off and go on vacations and enjoy everything and, do whatever you want to do. But until then, stopping and starting and stopping and starting is like starting over at day one every time. And you don't want to do that. Number 4 is belief. Highly successful people have a deep belief in themselves. If you don't believe 1,000% that you will succeed, you're going to fail. You're going to quit on yourself. You're going to lose momentum. You're going to find excuses. You are going to prove everyone else right and even deepen that disbelief in yourself. So what if you don't have a strong belief in yourself right now? All right, well, change your mindset. Follow personal development mindset leaders, read books, listen to audio, watch videos, do anything you can to reprogram that brain and what you are saying to yourself. Okay? We are saying, I don't know if I can do this. All right? You can absolutely reprogram that conversation that goes on inside here from, I don't know if I can do this, to I am going to do this and I'm going to be successful no matter how long it takes. Right? We can do that. You can reprogram that, but you have to read the books, listen to the audios, follow the people who can teach you how to do that. Number 5 is one of my favorites. I have 2 absolute favorites on this list. Number 5 is the first one, act as if. All right. You hear all the time, fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make it, right? And I don't like that, because to me that's lying. And I don't want to be lying about who I am, all right? But fake it till you make it, or I'm sorry, acting as if is like pretending you are that person you want to be now, all right? You're not lying, telling people you are, like fake it till you make it. You are acting as if. you are that person now. So think in 10 years or in 5 years, what kind of person do you want to be? Do you want to be a leader? Okay, then start doing right now what that leader will do in 5 years. Because let me tell you, if you don't do that now, you're not going to be that leader in 5 years, number one. Okay, so look at all of the highly successful people. What are they doing right now? And start doing that, okay? What are they doing? They're doing videos. They're putting out value. They're motivating people. They're inspiring people. They're picking up the phone and calling their leads. They're talking to people. They're reaching out and making friends. Okay, those are the stuff that we need to do right now, okay, to be successful until we are. So we act as if. We step into their shoes and we do what they're doing. Now, what if we have that fear of calling people, picking up that 1,000-pound phone and actually calling people? And I totally get that. Okay, I totally get that. But the only way to get over that fear is to actually do it and do it a lot. And pretty soon, it'll be like nothing. Oh, I got to call so-and-so. So you just pick up the phone and do it. All right, you won't even think about it. But in order to get to that point, you have to do it. You have to start. So,
sorry, that's part of facing your fears.
yes.
And that's, one of the things we have to do, one of the most important things we have to do is get past our fears, get past our, be able to step into our power. And you have to do it before you think you're ready. You just start right now, as you said, before you're ready. Sorry, I just wanted to.
Oh, that's fine. That's true. The only way to get over the fear is to go through it and do it.
Yeah, because that's what, I was stuck for years because I didn't have a belief in myself. I didn't have a belief in, my abilities. I thought I had to learn everything there is to know about every platform there was available. I had to know everything before I started implementing anything. And, once I started implementing, I thought, I can't do that. I don't like to call people. I don't, and I'm an extrovert, but what is it so intimidating to get in the phone? I don't understand that. So
yeah,
we have to get past it.
And, the major key to that is you're like the wake up call this morning. When you get on the phone with someone, you want to help them. You're not going to try and get them. You're not going to try and sell them. You want to help them. You want to find out how you can help them. And that is what's going to help you succeed. But you have to start doing it to get over that fear. And it's hard. It's hard at first, but you got to do it. If you want a successful business, if you want to be a leader, you got to do it. So thank you, Alana. 6, communication skills. The most important skills that you want to have as network marketer is communication skills and speaking skills. Okay. And, it is a relationship industry. You need to communicate people. You need to communicate to people. You need to master the small talk. And I know a lot of people who hate to chit chat, and I was one of them. Or I was good at chit chat, but transitioning, not so much. Okay, I could get stuck in chit chat and be in chit chat forever and never transition over to business. So you need to learn those skills. If you're not good at small talk or starting to build relationship with people, then go out and practice. Practice, practice, practice. Be in the grocery store, start talking to people. Be at the doctor's office, start talking to people. Wherever you are, just start talking to people. I know my family, oh man, when I was at church, afterwards I would stay and start talking to people and practice. And they hated it because they were waiting for me to finish talking and so they can get out of there, you know. And so we just have to do that to learn how to start communicating, how to start the small talk, how to start asking questions and finding out what people are going through, because that's going to only help you in your business and help you help them. Number 7, empathy. Okay, highly successful people have the ability to empathize with people and develop the ability to read people, what they're saying and what they are not saying. Okay, people are human beings and we go through pain, we go through difficulty. Talk to them about it. Be a human being. Okay, people are not numbers. They don't have dollar signs on their heads. And unfortunately, in this industry, people don't take the time and really listen and be there. And if you are the only person in their life who is listening to them, who is there for them, what deeper bond can you develop? You know, they are going to trust you. They're going to love you. They're going to follow you around at that point. Okay. And so I'm not saying be a therapist, but I am saying you need to listen to people. You need to be there. Okay. Not try and sell them. You need to listen to where they are now and see how you can help them, whether or not that includes your business or products. Number 8. This has to be in here, right? Learn. All right. Highly successful people have a burning desire to always get better. They always are learning. They develop their skill sets. They are always growing. They are afraid of being stagnant at any level. Have you ever heard a top leader say, man, I was stuck at making $30,000 a month and I just couldn't get past that plateau. And no matter what I did, I couldn't get past it. I guarantee you were sitting there thinking, gee, wish I could have that problem, right? Wish I could be stuck at $30,000 a month. But that's because they are never satisfied at being stagnant. They want to always grow. They're not being greedy, but they always want to grow. And they're not growing if they're stagnant. And so you want to be always learning, always growing as well. But you need to find that balance between being stuck in learning, growing mode and actually doing what you're learning. There's a balance there. It's a balance you have to learn. It's so easy to get stuck in learning mode. So easy. Did you want to say something?
No, that's it. No, I was stuck there for years. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't know how to implement, I didn't know. And I think maybe I did know, but I was just afraid. That's the fear with, so all these steps, they're all interconnected.
Yeah.
To get through them all, and the learning one is I'm a big one for learning, and it's not just the strategies and it's the mindset. Learning to get your mind in the right place was more important to me, or more beneficial to me, than to learn the strategies. That all came together very quickly. It was getting the mind in the right place. And it's only in the last year that I could look and see, and I never had the doubt. I don't have the doubts anymore that I'm not gonna be successful, and this is gonna fall apart. That's gonna fall apart, because I know that I don't put into words what I'm afraid of. I speak into existence, and I'm making sure. He's got a train. It's so cute. made cereal and toast, or cereal and chips, and that's so cute. Yeah. 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 So the mindset is just, that's key. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I love this. I absolutely love the points you're going through and the tips, and this is huge. This is huge. So,
It's what every highly successful person, the qualities that they have and the qualities we need to develop if we want to be highly successful too.
yeah.
Or even mildly successful.
Yeah. Yeah.
So number 9, highly successful people are choosy of who they decide to surround themselves with, right? If you look at your closest 5 friends or family, whoever you hang out with the most, what they make, the salary or whatever, is what your average is going to be, okay? If they have negative, pessimistic attitudes and are always tearing people down or judging, that's how you are, all right? And so if you want to change, you need to change the circle of influence that you have around you. Because there is a test, let me tell you, there is a test that you can do, okay? If you are living with someone, let's say you are in a good mood, all right? You're sitting here, you're in a good mood, they come home from work, crabby as all heck, and they start crabbing, and they start complaining. How long is it going to take you until you're in a bad mood? Till you start feeling crappy too, right? There is a huge influence that people around you have. And we don't even realize it. And I realized that 3 years ago when I lost really good friends because I made a decision in my life that they did not agree with. And at first, it was really hard for me because I lost my best friends. You know, I was really sad. I was mourning that until Mark finally pointed out one day, hey, you're more positive. You know, you're looking at things differently now than you did before. And I realized, and I thought back to our girl nights or whatever, and it was like, it was all just one big bitch fest. And complain and judging and tearing people down and tearing themselves down. And that's what I was around, and that's what I was like. And since I wasn't around that anymore, I changed for the better. And so we need to look at who we're hanging out with. And like they say, if you want to be a millionaire, hang out with millionaires. Well, how do you do that? You know, I don't know no millionaires, but you do online. You start following them. You start commenting, and they start commenting and replying to your comment. And that's how you can hang out with them. You can hang out with trillionaires, billionaires online.
I have to say, I'm sorry, I have to jump in there for a second.
That's okay.
I was so amazed that Jessica Hegden started following me on Instagram, and it was such a great feeling that she's commenting on my posts, and she's liking them and commenting, and you know, that was huge. Brian Finale is another one. He's always commenting on my posts, and obviously I comment on theirs too, but that's what we have done. And you know, it's goes back, I can name 10 that I'm interacting with personally on a day-to-day basis or week to week that you know, we're, you know, commenting and back and forth, and I can ask them questions, and they don't seem to have to ask me any questions yet. But you know what? That's coming. That's going to come. And I have no doubt that that's going to come. Mm-hmm. But it's just, that's a great point. Thank you.
That is a great feeling when the very first time that happens to you.
Yeah.
I was so excited when Brian Finale sent me a friend request. It was like, oh, you're kidding me. You know, that's because I was out there. I was visible. I was commenting on their stuff, you know, and that's how you start surrounding yourself and creating a circle of influence of people who make the amount of money that you want to make, or who have the mindset that you want to have, or who have the following that you want to have, or whatever they want that you want to have, you need to start following them. You need to start commenting on their stuff, and they'll start commenting on your stuff. And that's how you can grow that circle of influence online.
Yeah.
Because I know maybe one millionaire, that I can reach out to, but he's not in this industry. He has a brick and mortar industry. Or business. So it's not the same kind of thing, but it's still, we can still do that online.
Yeah.
And that's the awesome part of being online. So number 10, we have to be adaptable. All right. As you know, business online is always changing. Algorithms are always changing. We have to be adaptable to that. Okay. Facebook could up and shut down tomorrow. You have to be adaptable to that. Same thing with Twitter. Or I know I had YouTube channels shut down. I know you have too.
Yeah.
And we have to adapt to that. Things like that are always happening. There's always changes. And so as an entrepreneur, we need to be adaptable to any change. Number 11, integrity.
Oh.
Highly successful people have integrity. And unfortunately, this industry is not known for integrity. And we need to change that by having that integrity, that honesty in what we say and do. If you say, hey, I make $10,000 a month with this product, I'm one of the leaders and blah, blah, blah. And if you join me, you can make $10,000 in a week too. And, and so let's say they join you and then they get inside and they see you are at the lowest low just with them. You've never made a dime and you've been telling people you've made 10,000. You have lost any credibility, any kind of authority, any kind of integrity that you did have. You will be found out. You will always be found out. So start building the authority with integrity and credibility. That's what this industry so needs.
Yeah.
And then number 12, my absolute favorite, highly successful people have a heart full of gratitude. They are grateful for everything, everything. And if you're grateful for everything, you attract more good things in your life. So I've heard it said, if you don't appreciate what you have now, why in the world would the universe give you more? More, right? You need to be grateful for what you do have, no matter how small it is, right? And I learned that too. In 2015, December 30th, I decided, I heard, be grateful, whatever. So, and I'm not a journaler, but I decided I'm going to start a gratitude journal. And for an entire year, it was my goal to write 2 to 3 things I was grateful for every day. And the rule was they could not repeat. So every day I had to think of 2 or 3 new things to be grateful for. And, after a while, it gets a little difficult because you can't be repetitive. So it's like, oh, man. So you sit there and if you start your day with that, you're always looking for positive things. It changes the way you see everything. So by the end of 2016, I did not make it through the whole 365 days because day 360, I got vertigo really bad and I couldn't write. And I was pissed. I was so pissed. I made it 360 days. I wanted to make it 5 more days to hit my goal. And I couldn't. And I was so angry. And we were laying here one day and I was just fuming. And Mark said, what's wrong? And I told him. And he said, how many things do you have on that list? And so I remember I had counted it in November. I had over 1,000 things on that list. And he said, you need to be grateful for the fact that you found 1,000 things to be grateful for.
Yeah.
And you can too. You just need to start looking at things differently. And it becomes easier when you start writing them down and you start seeing and you start looking for them. It changes everything. So some of us may not believe this, but we have control over our lives. And we have control over our successes to a very high degree. You have the power to create exactly what you want. Sorry, my phone's going off. You have the ability to create exactly what you want. All right. So be the driver of your own destiny, not the passenger. It's up to us to act on these things. If you have a purpose, it's your choice to fulfill that. If you're not pursuing it, you are doing the world and yourself a huge disservice. It's up to you to make it happen. So find a way to start developing these qualities. Be consistent with them, and you will find the success that you are looking for. I almost guarantee that. Almost. Because it's completely up to you. It's not up to me.
That's right. That's excellent. Excellent. Because it's so true that, and I think that is, we go into business for ourselves, and let's face it, why do we go into business for ourselves? When we start, we're desperate. We're, we have to make money now, right now. How long did it take you to make money? I started a business on eBay that was very successful for a long time, right away. But when that tanked, because more people started with drop shipping. I never drop ship, but they started. So it went downhill fast. So I got into internet marketing. Oh my gosh, I tell you, it was not, I started with a company, startup here and go gold or go black, and you're going to make your money back right away. Oh, yeah, right. It took me a year and a half to have one person sign up for the blogging, $35 deal.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a break. You have to have belief in yourself, and you have to be following the right people. And, that goes back to integrity. And that's, I'm so stuck on that I want to be the leader that I have not had for a long time. That's my goal. That's why we're doing this. I think this is why we're doing these webinars, because we want to give back to the community. I don't want anyone to, sign up with me or learn about what I'm doing unless you want to learn. I want to be able to give back and give our knowledge back to you. So that's so important. But yeah, and I have to tell you one more thing. You said last week to start visualization, and I would do it every morning and every at night before I go to bed. And I started in the afternoon, just 10 minutes in the afternoon, and I thought, I'm going to try it because Michelle said. So, we're always learning. We're always learning. So I did. I started that in the afternoon. I would start with 5 minutes, and I'm up to about 20 minutes, 25 minutes in the afternoon. I don't have a lot of time. But what a difference in the day, because I'm seeing where I want to be in 5 years, and I'm feeling it. And, so even though it's in the morning and night, I'm doing it, that little bit in the afternoon is just enough to really get inspired again to, make that extra call, or make someone, lift someone up. The company we're in, one of the things is we have to lift one person up a day, at least one person a day. We try 3, but that by lifting someone up, and that's just not selling anything, not looking at them with the dollar sign, as you said, just lifting them up is a huge, that's what we're, my heart is. So
Absolutely.
yeah. So great topic you picked. I love it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We have morning wake-up calls, and so I get on the calls every single morning. Right there is 30 minutes of mindset training. And so every morning, and they have marketing things, they have gold nuggets they throw in there, but mostly it's mindset. And this was one of the calls on these 12 qualities. And so it's amazing what you will learn, or what you would pick up if you jump on these calls.
Yeah.
So if you're not doing it and your company has a call, I encourage you to jump on there, or at least listen to the recordings.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because at first I was like, I don't have time for that. I don't have time to devote for that. I'm still sleeping at that time or whatever. But you know what? I started making the choice. All right, I'll get up. I'll listen. And before I knew it, it changed my mornings.
Yeah. And
I saw the difference in the way I was thinking and content. I mean, you can create content off that stuff. I made a huge blog post on that. I did a pillar post from those qualities.
Yeah.
And so you can get so much from those, including content.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I encourage you, if your company has a wake-up call or something they do like that every morning, jump on them.
Yeah.
That's your assignment.
Yeah. Yeah. And put the links, because we have both wake-up calls as well. If someone doesn't have a wake-up call, feel free to jump on ours, because it's not, they're not promoting the business. They're promoting the mindset and the generic training, really, because that's basically what we're doing too. Yeah, so awesome. Okay, I guess we should wrap it up, because it's been almost an hour, I guess.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a huge topic, though. That's so amazing. Yeah, I know it's going to give me something to think about all week. I love it. Yeah.
Good. I hope it helps you guys out there too. So.
Yeah. Okay. Well, take care, and we'll see you next Thursday, 1:30. And I can't wait. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to contact Michelle or I through Facebook. We're both on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever. Get our email list. I know I put the video out, and I put my newsletter. If you jump on my newsletter, and I'm sure Michelle does the same thing to get more content in from us. And that, you feel beneficial from your business. And I'm hoping to be over this cold by next week. I feel fine. I said to my mom, it's terrible when you feel so good, but you have a cold and you don't feel good. But
yeah,
I don't understand it. But I'm on some amazing products, and you lost 2 more pounds. Congratulations.
I know, 8 pounds total so far in 2 weeks.
Amazing. Yeah, I started the challenge 2 days ago. Did you sign up?
Yep.
Okay, because there's the cut-off date. And everyone wants information on the challenge. We're into it, hot and heavy, and 90-day challenge, or 90 days, is it? I don't know. It seems to. I think it's a 90-day challenge.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. And
120. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Oh, it's just a way of life, eh?
Yeah.
It's an all new, happy, healthy way of life. Okay. Okay. Have a great afternoon, guys, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye, Michelle. Bye-bye.
Bye.